Hello! It's Tuesday. It's Twitch Tuesday. How is everyone this week? How is everyone today, tonight, this time zone? Okay, I hope. I know some people are a little under the weather. I was a little under the weather this weekend. Jay, God of War, Lumi, Garo, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Even if it's only for a little bit, thanks for stopping by. I know time zones are a thing, so. But I hope everyone's Peach. Hello. I hope everyone's week has been good so far. Mine has been. It's only been 2 days into the week, but mine has been. Happy Pride Month indeed. I talked about it. I talked about it last month that I wanted to try doing a little fundraising campaign for this June, for this Pride Month. So we're trying it out. As you can see down here, the push-ups goal has changed. I did remove it for this month. So instead of bits, If you can, please try to contribute to the goal that's down here. We set it for kind of a modest 200, but there are some milestones leading up to the 200 that I hope that you guys will enjoy if we manage to get there. I'll talk about them in depth a little bit in a little bit once we have some more people come in. That way I don't have to repeat myself too many times. But we'll see what happens. We're just gonna have a good time. It's going to be running on in the background, so the campaign's going to go all month long. Every single stream, you'll have the opportunity to contribute if you can. Again, only if you can, to our goal here, benefiting Trans Lifeline. I ran into them and met them during last year's TwitchCon, and we had a pretty decent conversation. I was there at their booth for probably like half an hour just talking, figuring, learning kind of what they do and who they're helping out. Echo, hello. And it was really insightful and really impactful. And I kind of told myself that if I was going to do kind of a charity stream or kind of a charity campaign during stream, I'd love to benefit them, and help support them. And this month, for this year, their campaign is titled Make Space. That's their theme. And I've talked about it a little bit, and I think most of you know that kind of my stream and kind of the Discord server and kind of wherever I am, I want to make sure that our corner of the internet is kind of as welcoming a space as it can be, and that kind of Make Space theme made sense to me. So I figured, why not? This is a good a time as any, and we'll see if we can support them in more ways than one. But for those of you who aren't too familiar, I can talk to it a little bit. But Trans Lifeline runs a nationwide and I think international now. I think they have some hotlines up in Canada, I believe. But they run a nationwide peer supported hotline that's entirely trans led and trans operated. And they do not take any government grants or any kind of money like that, and they rely completely on donations from individuals and from campaigns like this, so that they can keep everything safe, anonymous, and there is no intervention from emergency services, so they don't have to commit to any of that. Spider, hello! We're just talking about this month's campaign. As you can see, I turned off the bits redeem for push-ups, and instead we're going to be doing a charity campaign for Trans Lifeline. And I was just talking about kind of what they do, and one of the more powerful tools they have is, like I was mentioning, that peer support hotline that they run completely outside of any government grants or money, so that they can run it on their own terms and without any need for government, emergency service intervention, so they don't have to call any police or anything like that. Everything stays confidential and peer-to-peer. So it's, pure direct community care. And that's why, like I was saying, that theme of Make Space and community is created really made sense to me. It really kind of resonated, right? Because it's not something that you see a lot of, especially in kind of spaces like this. Other than that, on top of the kind of running a peer support line, they also have microgrant programs that give direct financial aid to trans folks for name changes and healthcare and other avenues of life that need that financial support, that just don't have that safety net kind of built into into society. So like I said, we're keeping it at a modest 200 for this entire month. And every single dollar, I think Tiltify has a small processing fee, but there's an option to actually cover that, so everything goes towards them. So again, if you have a few dollars, only if you have a few dollars, you can use. We have a new chat command in there. It is !charity. And there's the link to my Tiltify campaign. And then I think if I do this, okay, it's also dono or charity. Jay, thank you so much. I know I'm a little nervous because it's my first whatever. And we'll see what happens. Who knows? And then what was the other? Hold on. I have another command. What was my command that I wrote this so that we could see what's going on here? It is... Oh, milestones. That's what it is. It is milestones. Okay. So, since we're talking about them, here are the milestones for the campaign. As you know, a few weeks ago, I turned off the sussy soundboard, but I did find a way to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more unique. So once we hit the $25 milestone, I'm going to activate the soundboard, but it's not going to be through channel point redeems or locked to a chat command anymore. I found a way that I can share online a URL for the soundboard that plays directly onto stream. So throughout the entire campaign for the rest of the month, that will turn on. So you can just click a button and all of those sounds are going to be available to you. It does log who uses it. So if you're abusing it, I can disable it for you guys. But I trust you. And you would have earned it if you get the $25 mark. At the $50 mark, we're going to do a story time. We'll have a little chill stream. We'll sit down, relax, read a little story, probably Shadows fanfic, because that sounded like a super fun thing. I'll have to double check that I have permission to read it, but we'll have a little story time, a little ASMR story time for everyone. At $75, the beach episode toggle. So as you know, we have this version, we have Demon Soren, and then now we have Sleepy Time Soren. And one version that you guys have never had access to toggling is Beach Episode Soren. Partially because it's a little intrusive. But at $75, if we hit that milestone during the fundraising campaign, I will turn that into a redeem for you guys. And then at 100, that's the halfway mark for the, that's the, what's that? The halfway mark. I don't know why it says testing and review. That's weird. But essentially, we have the soundboard. You guys can choose 4 more lines that I will record and we'll put it on the soundboard. So you have a lot of control over that one. Has to be TOS. It is going to go through review, but you guys get to choose some new sound clips that I'll record and put onto the soundboard for you guys. And then after that, we have the 125 milestone. If we hit that, we will make a chat command for the stream. That's going to live indefinitely for as long as it is useful. And as long as I can program it, we'll make it happen. We'll find a way to make it happen. We'll work together in a collaborative effort. At 150, if we're able to hit that, I'm going to play a game completely blindfolded. Maybe not baby steps, because I don't think we can do that. But I'll activate a TTS so that you can command me to play the game and I won't see anything that's going on. That's just pure chaos. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to work, but there it is. At 150, if we hit that milestone. At 175, we're almost there. It is kind of a variant on the art stream, but I'm going to make a chat mascot. And that's going to be our kind of TTS chat mascot. We'll have a TTS option on stream finally. And then the 200 mark is more of an art redeem, but instead, there is a way for me to design an outfit and just kind of like staple it onto my model. Like it's gonna very obviously look like I'm wearing like a cardboard cutout on top of my clothes, but it will be drawn by me and help designed by you guys, and we'll turn that into a redeem that you guys can use kind of throughout, not even just the campaign, but maybe we'll just turn it into something that stays and lives on stream for forever. But yeah, those are the milestones. If we hit them, great. If we don't, at least we have some support going to a good cause. And like I said in my post earlier, you never have to financially support the stream. You never have to pay anything to be part of this community. This is just purely something that I thought would be fun to do, kind of hitting these milestones. And like I said, while supporting a good cause, supporting people who need the support. So that's where we're at. I think this exclamation point milestones is only for me, just so I can pop it up here on screen whenever I need to talk about it. But if you exclamation point charity or exclamation point dono, that will give you the link to the Tiltify page where you can donate if you want to. So let me turn that off for now. But for the time being, my rewards queue, like clearing out my rewards queue, still is broken. So I don't know what's going on here. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. So for this month, we do have 5 weeks in June. So it is a long month. So you guys are going to be getting 5 streams, 5 regular streams, 4 regular streams if you count the last one. I'm still planning it out, but I'm hoping that for the last stream of the month, we are going to have a special stream. I'm hoping with Garo, if we can get that put together, because I have not watched JoJo, and I think most of you know this. I have not watched JoJo, and apparently there's some really unique characters there that I don't know the name of. So I'm gonna try to guess who they are, not knowing anything about the show. And then there is going to be a special 6th stream happening second to last week of June, because Star Fox, the new Star Fox game, is coming out, and I really, really like Star Fox. And I think that comes out on a Thursday, so there's going to be a special Thursday stream when the game comes out. I already spent some time building out a gameplay scene for it and everything. I'm really proud of it, so I'm hoping that some of you can swing on by and watch me play one of my favorite nostalgia games. Let's see here. For tonight, my hydrate, I do have iced coffee again because it has been unseasonably warm. So I have some iced coffee, and I have a chocolate donut. So that's what I'm doing today. So in between everything, I'll be enjoying iced coffee and a chocolate donut. Eating it with a knife and fork, of course. So, for the time being... do I get drained when I do tarot? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Which is part of the reason why I only do it once a week. The other half is just because I touch grass and I'm super busy. But that's also part of the reason why I started looking at doing a non-tarot stream at the end of the month, just so I could have a little bit of a break and not do it for the 4 times in a row usually. That's usually how long a month is, right? 4 weeks. But also it gave me an opportunity to kind of do fun stuff. Oh, so you are normal. I am. I wouldn't say normal, but I do lead a life outside of the VTubing sphere, which is strange. You would think normal for a VTuber is not touching grass. So I'm actually abnormal. I don't think that's right.